everyone. I wanted to make this kind of quick. I was considering doing a conference call this week because I really wanted to touch base with everyone, and I felt like that there were some things that have been just on my heart even today that I wanted to kind of tell everybody about. But I was trying to figure out what night would be the best night to do a conference call, and I know we've had other team calls and Zooms this week, and I didn't want to overwhelm everyone, so I just decided to make a video. I've done training videos where I showed people things on the computer, but never really a video where I was just talking, so it makes me feel a little weird. But I just wanted to share with you guys. First, I wanted to just say thank you for all the hard work you do, for every contest that I put out and every goal that we try to hit, that y'all are always working just as hard as I work. And I wanted to just applaud you for your heart. I feel like every person on this team has really been touched by the products. Like their health has been changed, or your weight has been changed, most of the time both, or either or. And well, always health and sometimes weight, depending on what your goals were. And I just feel like everyone's really passionate about helping other people get healthy, and I know that that's something that I'm really passionate about. And I just wanted to commend y'all for just having a heart and for really going after people and showing them, hey, this is what you could have, this is the health that you could have, and we have a product that really gets your gut healthy. And gut health is totally, well, your overall health is totally dependent on gut health. But anyway, I'm rambling. I wanted to share, I know a lot of you, I've tried to develop relationships with all of you that, are working the business. I don't want to be removed from what we're doing, because we're all in this together and we're all working as a team together. And I know that a lot of you know bits and pieces of my story, especially because I think I've done welcome calls with each and every single one of you, for at least one of your people, or for you yourself. So a lot of you know my story. I wanted to say that how did I become an ambassador? We all know that I had a health issue that was overwhelming for me, that was messing up my quality of life, and that's real talk. And I didn't know how that was going to play out in the long run. There's only one antibiotic that worked. And if that antibiotic stopped working, I didn't really know what I was going to do, and I'm only 28 years old. So I've got a good 50 to 60 years, at least, dealing with that one condition that kept popping up every 2 to 3 months. And it was really frustrating. I'm thinking, okay, am I going to have to live the rest of my life in this condition with this situation? And I really believe that God brought Plexus into my life. And I think sometimes we try to separate our business and God, because we feel like we have to in the United States of America, in this society. But I think it's pretty awesome that I can bring God into this business. And because the thing is I do feel like that God put Plexus in my path. I was watching Betsy's posts for months and months, and I felt a passion burning on the inside of me when I would read her post. And I would read them, though, and I would be like, how does this apply to me? I don't want to lose weight. I didn't know what she was talking about when she was talking about leaky gut. That was not something I'd heard of. And I just didn't really know how I fit into what she was sharing about, but I really liked what she was sharing, and I felt passionate about it. And I watched her posts, and I was like, I really enjoy reading her posts. I enjoy how sincere she is, and I enjoy reading about her kids and how they love what she does and how she gets to stay at home with them. And I think that's the cry of most women's heart, is they want to be able to stay home with their babies when they have them. And so that really touched me, just watching her post. And then one day I saw her post about group B strep overgrowth, and that was the thing I was struggling with, and how she found relief from that through Plexus's ProBio 5, and I got on that product, which you all know, and it changed my life. I have not had symptoms in a really long time, like 10 plus months, which is great. Like, that is so awesome. Not only that, but I've lost like inches and weight, and I feel good in my own body. Like, I eat better than I did before, and I don't crave the same things that I craved before, and I drink a lot more water, and so I just feel healthier altogether. My husband says that my skin is looking like better than it has, which we all see our own faults, and I like beg to differ, but he said that, and I believe him. And not only has he said that, but like 2 of my other friends have said it, so I know it must be true if they say it. But I wanted to say that the product worked for me, and I became passionate about it, and I was sharing the products with my friends before I even committed to ever selling anything. I was just telling them about it because I was so excited about what it had done for me, and I was excited about what it could do for them, because my friends had asthma, my mom has neuropathy. Like, there are just different people in my life who I knew could really benefit from what I had stumbled upon. And but Betsy also like reached out to me before I ever got on the ProBio 5. She reached out to me like several times. I would say like 4 to 5 times. And it wasn't until I saw a testimony that spoke to my situation that I gave in and ordered the product. And I was excited to order the product. Like, I was like, yes, I can finally order this product. Like, I have a reason to do it. And then it really worked for me, and I was extremely skeptical. Like, I ordered the products retail. And also, after I found great results on the products, Betsy continued to follow up with me about doing the business. And and I had a real desire to do the business. The timing just wasn't right for me. Like, I was in the middle of moving and wedding planning and starting a new job, and it was a really stressful season, and so it wasn't the right timing for me, but I did want to do it. Like, I had a desire to do it. And then I finally, she must have followed up with me for like 8 months. And then I finally said, okay, I'll get on the triplex. Until this point, I had been on the ProBio 5 only. I'll get on the triplex, and I will start sharing Plexus with other people. Immediately, my business blew up, and the triplex ended up being a super blessing for my life. And I just wanted to say that to encourage y'all. Our team has grown really fast in the last 4 to 5 months, and I know that that's only because of God and because of y'all. And I spent a lot of time watching training videos and getting up to speed really fast on what the products are, what they do, trying to learn how to be a good leader, and reaching out to people, spending a lot of time and hours just focusing on this, and really putting my heart into it. And I just wanted to say that you may be following up with someone, and you do not feel like you're getting anywhere with that person. And I would not message her back for like 3 or 4 days. It's true. I wouldn't message her back for like 3 or 4 days. Sometimes I would message her back right away, but sometimes I would wait like 3 or 4 days because I was like, oh, she's bothering me again about Plexus, and I don't want to talk to her about it because I don't want to tell her no again, but I'm a nice person, so I'll message her back. And I would message her back eventually and apologize for how long it took me to get back to her. But I just wanted to say, like, she followed up with me for probably a good 5 to 8 months. I can't remember really how long it was, but it was really, really long time. And our team is one of the fastest growing on her team. It may be the fastest growing on her team. Actually, I think it is. And you never know who you're going to reach out to. You never know who the person is that you're going to talk to. First of all, for their health, because that's really, I needed health, and I received health. And like, you never know who you're going to reach out to that really needs the products so that their quality of life will improve. Also, You never know who you're reaching out to that's going to end up really rocking this business, and it would become a passion of theirs, and they'll run with you and walk alongside you. Like you just really never know. And so if you're having a bad day and you followed up with someone like 10 times already and you are feeling like really discouraged, just know that it's not in vain, that they will eventually reach out to you and want what you have. And I also wanted to share something a little more personal. I grew up with my mom. She had fibromyalgia, and she was really, really sick for years and years and years. And it was difficult for her. She wanted to be more active than she was, and she didn't want to feel bad, and just even the smallest activities were really a struggle for her. And and then when I was 10, my parents got divorced, and then my mom and my brother and we started going to visit different churches. Until that point, we had gone to a very conservative church. And we visited a church that believed in healing and the laying on of hands. And my mom went up for prayer because the pastor said, "Hey, I believe there's someone here that needs to be healed, and please come to the front." And my mom went to the front, and that was not something that she was used to. And at this point, at like 34 years old, she was walking with a walker every day. Or not every day, but a walker, a cane, like she needed something to get around with. She had really debilitating days. She was on like 16 different medications, and she got prayed over. And 3 days later, she realized she didn't need any of her medication and that she wasn't in any pain, and she was healed. She had also suffered from migraines for years, and it was just gone. Like none of that was going on, and she was free. And that right there is really, really, really what truly has held my faith for all the years. All the problems that I've ever gone through, when I go through them, and I've even questioned God at times and like his goodness and like, is he even real? And then I think I've seen God firsthand, and I know he's real because I know what he did in my mom's life. And even though she had to go through that horrible time of illness, like God used that bad time that she was going through to instill faith in her children that is unwavering. And so he took the bad thing and made it something good. Like some good came out of it. It wasn't in vain. And then she knew what real health was, because she had been sick for so many years and knew what a blessing it was. And I'm saying that to say, it all ties in, I promise. I'm saying that to say that there are people who suffer, and their families suffer, and they go through hardships and hard times because of their health. Like my mom had fibromyalgia. My husband suffered with childhood cancer. People have real health problems. And if you've researched the gut, which I'm sure you have by this point, if you've researched the gut, then you know that 80% of overall health is connected to the gut, that the gut is the second brain, that you really are what you eat, and what you're putting in your body is affecting your health. And you need a probiotic. You need a good probiotic. You need to get your gut healthy because it will affect your overall health. And what we are offering to people is an all-in-one package. Like I was talking to my husband the other night, and he's been taking the products, and he's seeing great results in the pain that he's feeling in his body and just like his digestion. And he was saying, and he was making the connection himself for really the first time of how important all the products are, and for every person, and for so many different illnesses, because so many different illnesses are connected to the gut. And so what we're offering is so important and is so relevant and is so needed. And I would say always remember that. This Plexus as a business is a blessing because it will bring financial stability to you and your family. And the dream of being a stay-at-home parent or quitting your corporate job can become real for you. And that's a blessing, and that's from God, and that's not something to be looked down upon. You help other people, and it blesses you financially, and it also blesses their health and blesses your health. And so all of those things are noble things. Like you doing something noble, helping other people, that also helps to support your family. And I know that Plexus came along at just the right time for me. As far as financially, I did not know that we would need this income. When I started Plexus, I did not need the income from Plexus. And now my husband is in the master's program, and he really can't work that much. And now we use my Plexus income to supplement our income, and we totally need it. But you know what? God knew that before I ever started Plexus. And, God knows what we need before we even know what we need. And he sets people up to talk to us. And I totally believe that Betsy reaching out to me about Plexus was a divine appointment. And I felt it when she was reaching out to me. I knew that it was a God thing, but I just didn't understand in my own human understanding how this would work for me and what the products would mean for me and why I needed them, until she made that post about the very thing that I needed to hear about. So whenever you're posting, it's not in vain. People see it. People that you've been reaching out to who did not care before or didn't know quite how they fit into the picture, when they see one post, they're like, oh, that's me, or oh, that's my sister, or that's my mom. I know someone that can benefit from that. Really, everyone can benefit from it, but they haven't made that connection yet. Also know that your following up is not in vain, like for someone else's health, and also because they could end up being a rock star on your team. And this business is really beautiful because as you grow and as you develop a team and you try to grow your leadership skills, it forces you to not stay the same, and it forces you to not be the same person that you've always been. It's really a way that God can mold you into a leader and into a different person. And then, baby, I have definitely not arrived. I will never arrive. Until I'm 80 years old, I'm going to still be learning and growing and making mistakes. But the beauty of this business is that it uses every skill that you have. And you're able to really love people and really help people, and it really is rewarding. And you're also able to grow as a person. And as you grow as a person and leading a team, it also helps you to be a better person in general. As you develop leadership skills, you can carry that over into every area of your life. And I'm just really thankful for how God has changed my health through Plexus, how God has grown me as a leader through Plexus, how God has given me relationships with all of you through Plexus, and how God has blessed my finances through Plexus and my financial stability. It's just been a blessing all the way around. And I didn't mean to talk for so long. I don't know, I just wanted to be an encouragement to y'all. And I feel kind of emotional, honestly, like talking about health and how important it is. And what we do, just know that what we do is really important. And we do have goals. Without goals, it's hard to grow. If we didn't have goals, if we weren't constantly pushing ourselves, we wouldn't reach as many people as we do. So goals are good because they push us to reach out to people. Without them, we wouldn't reach as many, and that's the truth. But bottom line, you gotta have the heart, gotta love the people. Anyway, well, I hope y'all have a good night, and I hope this is helpful. Love you guys.